Hello and welcome back to Genesis Designs and Modelcraft, and welcome back to Chatterbox. And I have a quick one for you today, just a very quick update on what I have been up to, as I'm aware that modelling content remains thin on the channel, but it doesn't remain thin on my bench. I have been working away on a few things. So the MiG-21 that I'm building as a club build with my compatriots at the Bryce Norton Scale Modelling Club, mine currently looks like this, looking rather dapper in its Cuban colours, and this paintwork is finalised at this point. I do have a little bit of hand touch-ups on these panels on the wingtips, but spraying wise that is the finish, ready for decals. Pretty jazzy, isn't it? So that's that. There are progress updates and photos on Instagram about that. The Lysander, I have commenced building it, and it currently looks like this. And again, I am filming that as I go, and that will be released as a two-parter. And I am also working on the commission projects in the background, the Buccaneer, now with wing folds, aftermarket ones that is, and the Tamiya Tomcat, which is actually beginning to get into the paint process at this point now. I suppose you could argue that spreading oneself across several models just impedes the progress on all of them, and to a degree it does, but I have such a tiny attention span that spreading it across models is really a lot of the time one of the best ways to make any progress at all. Okay, and the main news really, I suppose, for this one, I visited Antics in Bristol on Tuesday, it's Thursday today, and I picked this up. This is, as you can see, the Airfix 48 scale Vampire. One of my club mates built one of these and I thought it looked like a nice thing, and as you can also see, it's currently very much on offer, and I picked this up for just £14.99, and here it is. I have not yet opened the bags, and there is a good reason for that. So, box flatulence aside, the reason I've picked this up is because I intend to use it, to build it, as part of the 48 in 48 challenge. I'm imagining that most have not heard of this. This essentially is a widespread challenge across the British, mainly the British modelling community, to build a 48 scale model in 48 hours. There is history behind it, and I'll put the website address below for anybody who's interested. But it's essentially a charity drive supporting Models for Heroes. Models for Heroes are a charity that use scale modelling to provide an outlet for military and blue light personnel, ex and current, that potentially struggle with mental health challenges as a result of their service. They do this by supplying model kits, tools, paints, accessories and what have you to beneficiaries, and also a support network of in-person and virtual online meetings, just to give them an outlet basically. I do support the charity and occasionally do a little bit for them here and there where I can, and this challenge is just an example of that. So I intend to do a little bit of live streaming of the build of this kit. It won't be a complete live stream, clearly that wouldn't be practical, and I've got to figure out how to do live streaming. I have done it in the past, but it was always with quite limited success, I thought. So I've got to try and figure that out, but that is happening next weekend, the 14th and 15th of March. And I hope during those live streams just to trial the whole thing generally, because I have been toying with the idea of doing a little bit of live streaming and to enable a bit more direct interaction between myself and yourselves. Hopefully if any of you are free you can pop along and heckle whilst I try to build this kit inside 48 hours. if anyone wants to join in on the 48 in 48 challenge, here it is. Have a look for 48-48.org and you can register yourself on there. You can either go for being sponsored, if that's the way you want to do it. You can simply donate, or you can just play along and share the content just to get the whole thing out to as many people as possible. So that is it for this Chatterbox. Not really very much report, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, look forward to cracking on with this next weekend and hopefully see a few of you there in sort of 30-second delay real time. So thanks very much for watching, and with all of that said, I think it only remains for me to say until next time, look after yourselves, look after each other, and Genesis out.